The Subway Superman, old hat, old news.
Old news. Front page. Now we got two guys that caught a baby from the fourth floor.
Fourth floor. Actually, he fell out of the fifth floor, didn't he? And then this kid fell off a fire escape and slipped through and then dangled from the fire escape underneath the one he fell from. That's like movie shit.
Oh, wow.
Where you fall and grab. You ever see that in a movie and go, there's no way you'd be able to hold on to that. You'll fall through something and actually grab. This kid grabbed on, but then he lost his grip.
But then his little hands couldn't
hold on, and he slipped, and two guys were underneath long enough to have a little plan. They're going to let the kid fall on them.
Who decides they're going to go for the catch, though? That's
one guy decided he was going to go, and he tried to catch him, I guess, on his arms and chest. And the kid bounced off of him, knocked the wind out of him, and flew into the other guy's arm.
Oh, wow.
So he kind of
did so they decided to risk injury, basically.
Yeah.
Which you do. I would do that, I guess. For a kid.
For a kid doing something like that,
you think
for a white kid.
For a white kid. Jesus.
If he's falling out of a building, it's rarely a white kid.
Yeah.
Hispanic children always falling out of buildings in New York. I don't know what it is.
Neglected.
It's usually, is that it?
Sure.
I'm tired of the same food. Plus, how about Clapton's kid? He was a white boy.
That's true. Oh, boy, that one. Imagine.
What floor is he on?
That one?
Like the 80th?
The too high for a baby floor?
Yeah.
Like a baby would have survived from the second floor.
I know, the second floor. It doesn't matter. They're not cats.
No.
Flipped over. Look, you could drop them upside down.
Well, here's the story.
Two lifelong friends, now heroes. The two men saving little...
Same reporter.
Another goddamn
shocking
reporter. Two lifelong friends
are heroes.
The child saw pornography and ran out the window. Shocked.
The two men saving little 3-year-old Timothy Addo's life in a way that can only be described as a miracle.
Thank God they were there, and they caught their kid. That's just a miracle.
Hold on.
There's a few other ways to describe it.
Miracle. A miracle would be the kid floats down slowly, defying gravity and all other laws of physics. That's a miracle. Bouncing off of two men at full speed is not a miracle.
Right. Or if the kid fell from the 30th floor, that'd be a miracle. But
yeah, there you go.
4 stories.
4 stories.
Or if the kid was white, that would have been a miracle.
Absolutely. He would have floated down on the
inexplicably white child falling from a window with no brown skin at all. Could only be described as a miracle.
Hair offering up enough wind resistance to slow his fall.
That's right. The sparkle of his blue eyes shimmying in the sunlight.
Elo, you have 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Caught their kid. That's just a miracle of 2007. That's all I can say.
Somehow, this 3-year-old boy climbing out on his 5th floor fire escape, getting down to the 4th floor, then slipping, and for a minute, desperately dangling high above the ground. 43-year-old Julio Gonzalez sees it and races over to help.
I seen people screaming. I looked up. I seen the baby. I ran across the street, and I stood there waiting for the baby to fall to catch him.
Our heroes aren't like the movies anymore.
No.
What happened to our heroes?
I'll be there. I'll save you, sir. I shot his child and I ran across the streets and I caught him with my free holy hands.
You were dangling?
He was dangling, so I caught him because I got nothing else to do, because I do not have a job right now, because I am of a race of Latinos.
Well, they explain
we have lots of time. We're on every street when anything happens.
Yeah, any kid falls out a window, there'll be a Hispanic gentleman there to break his fall.
They explain how the two men...
That's how many Mexicans there are in this country.
All over the place.
If you fall out of fucking a window, you're going to hit one. Oh, man.
Here they explain how the two men caught the baby.
All right.
Julio calls out for his friend Pedro.
The first thing I felt was scared. I was scared for that child.
Just as Pedro gets underneath the fire escape, little Timothy Addo loses his grip.
At that moment, I just was praying. I was just, in my mind, I was praying, dear God, please don't let him hit the floor.
I put my hands out, got ready. My brother did the same thing. The baby hit the branch, hit my brother, and bounced off my brother and fell into my lap. So he knocked my brother down and he knocked me down, but we caught him. We didn't let him hit the floor.
Amazingly, the 3-year-old boy, unhurt, his mother overwhelmed.
Until he was spiked.
I'm grateful.
That old gag.
How's your little boy?
He's great. He's fine. Happy.
I don't remember his name, and I let him fall out of a window.
Thank you.
But I saw in the news that someone caught him. Fucking neglected cunt. Jesus Christ.
She's busy, Lou.
Fucking retarded. Fucking never should have had him. Plug up your cunt or fucking watch your kids. You ass.
Your kids should not be flying out the fucking window.
How the fuck did it get that far? It's all your fault. He should have died to teach you a lesson. Fucking stupid cunt. Fucking Pedro. God, thank God for Pedro. I was on in JFK Airport on the air train, whatever, the train that takes you from thing to thing.
Yep.
And there was a family of, I don't know, they were Arabic people that smelled awful, and that's all I knew about them. I don't have any, I'm not saying anybody who's Arabic smells bad except for this entire specific family. But so it was a woman by herself with like 4 kids. And then she gets off at one of the stops, and there's one of her daughters by herself.
She
the fuck out of here.
Left her. Forgot one.
Kidding.
Yep, and the little girl's starting to go, freaking out.
Having a panicky moment.
And I'm like, I got kids, so I can't ignore it. And I'm like, okay, I say out loud to the other New York grown-ups, I think that she left this child, and they all just look away from me.
Oh, no.
Nobody will fucking acknowledge
They're all
it.
like, it's your problem, pal.
Yeah. So I have to get off the next stop with her, with the kid, and the kid's terrified of me.
Of course.
And I go, come on.
You're trying to get her into a bathroom.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, this is so awful because now I have to fuck her mouth. It's like, can't let this go. I'm going to miss my flight because I had to fucking fuck this Arabic kid's mouth. Hold my nose and fuck her face.
You're pretty much obligated just in case she accuses you of it anyway.
That's it.
Because the worst thing would be being innocent and having a kid say, he touched me, and then you go, wait, I didn't fucking touch the kid, because you're fucked anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck her mouth. Hold my nose and fuck her
I didn't have a choice, Jim.
Yeah.
But, no, I had to get off at the next stop with the kid, and the mother didn't, I mean, I was there for 40 minutes waiting for this woman, and the kid is panicking, running around.
It took that long for this mother to...
She ended up going she got off on the wrong way, and and then when the mother showed up, I was so mad at her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have your kid. And she went, oh, thank you. Oh, and she did a fake cry because she knew she needed to be seen as, like, hysterical. She went, oh, thank you. Come on, let's go.
Did you yell it out like you wanted hostage money like that? I have your kid! Call the police!
Imagine.
Holy
Awful.
shit.
She gets off the train, all she sees is like the back of Louis with his trousers down and her little daughter's feet facing forward.
Little skinny brown legs. Little fucking
knobby knees.
Newborn calf kneecaps, yeah.
Hey, let's take a quick break because we want to get back before the deadline. Before the ELO deadline.
I had a similar story, though.
You want to do?
In California.
All right,
yeah, real quick.
What happened,
California. We were by our stable, which was out by a riverbed and pretty off the beaten path. And I hear this girl crying. I'm about 15 years old or so, and I hear this girl crying, and she's about like 8 or 9 years old, walking down this dirt road. And I said, what's the matter? She goes, I'm lost. And I go, okay, I have no idea where she came from. She don't know where she fucking came from. The kid's stupid. So I go, okay, I figured I'd walk her to the main road because, maybe that's where her parents would be. So I walk her to the main road, walk to this gas station where my friends worked, which is on the main road, to kind of ask them, what the fuck do I do? And they start making fun of me like, you get dating a little young now and shit. Fucking friends, of course. Bunch of assholes. So this car comes pulling up and screeches on the brakes. This man gets out and grabs the girl, and I said, is this your daughter? Yeah, and he goes, yes, and looks at me like I had fucked her. Just looks at me like, you motherfucker, Jesus. What are you doing with my kid? Like, has no clue, didn't ask where she was, where she came from, what the fuck the situation was. Wow. Just, it was my fault that she was fucking on the street there.
Piece of shit.
Prick.
That's what all parents that are bad parents do.
Yeah.
They deflect it.
Blame me.
Yep.